reconciliation because you're in the same hotel down the street from the castle. I don't know. I mean, you have no phone, you have no access to the outside world. I don't know. Could you imagine if the Traitors, if Joe and Teresa were both there, and this is just one step back to reconciling? I just thought that was very interesting. But she's so pig-headed that she would probably say no. Um, Right? I just think that would be so crazy. Melissa did an interview recently where she said she is not ready for the trader. She has other things in the works. I don't know if that's true or not. Melissa, I think, would be great on Dancing with the Stars, to be honest with you. I mean, she could dance. Like, she would actually go pretty far, I think. But she says she has other things in the works. Who knows if that's true or not? She said that the Traders is not for her because she has the sprinkle cookies, she has the kids, and she has the business, the envy, and she couldn't leave all of that. And because you really have no access to your phone. So I guess Melissa would not be going into traders. In this very same interview, Melissa said her dream cast is Margaret, her Dolores. Rachel Fuda and Danielle Cabral, she would throw in there. And she said Carolyn Manzo, which we all know is not going to happen. She'll never be back on Bravo. And Danielle Staub, she's like, say what you want. She would come at me, but Danielle Staub made good TV. Danielle Staub made great TV. Icon amongst us. Love me some Danielle Staub. So I thought that was interesting. It came out. Did you see this? That we didn't really talk about this yet. Kind of mentioned it. Melissa made $500,000 in 3 months on her sprinkle cookie business, which I mean, 500 for 3 months, that's $2 million dollars a year. It's Teresa's salary now, isn't it? For Teresa's salary for rumored salary for RHONJ. Look, I find this interesting as she's now getting into cakes. I'm not sure, all these figures. I mean, when people get deals and they say, it's a six-figure deal or whatever it is, and Melissa made 500,000. Look, everyone settle down. There's a lot of fine print to everything. I mean, you made 500,000 in 3 months. I'm not taking anything away. I tried the cookies. I thought they were good. Someone's like, that doesn't sound like you love them. Good from me is about as good as it gets. Um, but 500,000 in 3 months, it ain't bad, but is that gross? Because I mean, net is one thing, but gross, and now you have to pay everyone. Does she own the business? Is she just licensing her name? It's not a bad fact. It's just, let's understand that figures can be manipulated and not every figure means exactly what it is supposed to mean. But she's doing well in the sprinkle cookie business. She's killing it. But Teresa and Joe take one step closer to reconciliation on the traders. Now that's something that I would find very, very interesting. What else do you want to talk about? See, I told you that that wasn't going to be all about Teresa. Oh, I find this interesting for a minute. Let's touch upon this. Uh, Lisa Vanderpump. Lisa Vanderpump has been doing a lot of talking. And by the way, Teresa, I think, should be a traitor. If she went into the trader's house, she would be more clueless than Carolyn Wigger. And I think especially if like she were a traitor and Joe wasn't, Teresa, take the money and kill off your brother if that's going to make you feel better, you idiot. Lisa Vanderpump has been doing a lot of talking and reminiscing about the past. And she said, going back to Puppygate, I mean, are we really fucking talking season 9 in interviews Vanderpump about RHOBH? That, Kyle was in the house and, she just wants to remind everyone that she swore in her kitchen to Kyle, I did not do it. I swore on my children's life, I did not do it. And just Kyle didn't believe her. And, you know, she said she did this, and Kyle looked at her in the eyes and said, I don't believe you. We all watched it. And Vanderpump says, that's it. That's it. At that minute, she knew they were done. Of course, we know Ken said, goodbye, Kyle. And, Lisa Vanderpump said that at that moment she knew they were done. Get the fuck out of my life. That's it. Don't call me a liar to my face, which is basically what Kyle did. I don't blame Vanderpump on this. And Vanderpump says, if you're spilling your guts to someone and they still don't believe you, why do you need them in your life? By the way, Kyle said that the number one thing people say to her is goodbye, Kyle. They drive down the street in New York and they scream from the cars, goodbye, Kyle. Well, anyway, Vanderpump said the indifferent and the opposite of hate is not love, it's indifference, and she is indifferent to Miss Richards and that she misses Kyle. So Vanderpump says she misses Kyle. She misses what they had. And they used to laugh for all hours. And, but she can be nice and sweet if she's and civil if she runs into Kyle, but she doesn't want to be. Another friendship ruined by reality TV. It's over. She said PK always has room in her heart and that PK was her friend. They were in the same social circles back in the UK, and Dorit not so much. And that sure she would welcome a speaking to a reconciliation, if you will, with our good friend Pei Kai. Wouldn't that be interesting? I'd like to see that. And Kyle also has been doing some interviews. The Beverly Hills ladies have been rewatching the old shows, and that she says she would do the same thing with my good friend Allison Dubois all over again. She would just couldn't believe Allison was speaking to her like that. Get used to it, Kyle. Very mixed thoughts on Atlanta. Very mixed thoughts. It's Kenya's exit. I mean, look, Britt was really apologetic. She was really sorry. I really see this one both ways. I mean, I don't know. I just look again. I've said it before. Kenya, like you just you get rid of someone when they do something to you. You touch me in the real world, I'm going to the police. You threaten me in the real world, I would go to the police. You don't fight back. You Kenya even said it herself. Let her do something to me. I'll get this newbie fired. I think she did enough. I think Britt just mentioning the pistols and the whips. I would have just never did this, Kenya, and I just would have gone to production. And I think if you did that, this might have a whole different outcome. She might have gotten fired. She threatened you. But I mean, based on what Kenya did, I mean, I really don't think they had any choice. I'm not so sure we're done with Kenya. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if people think maybe she's going to come back to the reunion, maybe. I mean, we have stuff to talk about, but I don't know. Maybe they'll have her dial in a statement. I mean, if I were Kenya, I'd be like, I ain't giving you no fucking statement. Either put me on that stage or forget about it. Erika Jayne, did you guys see this? She's up to her old tricks again, this Girardi Jane. Brooke Candy, a singer. It's so funny. I ran into people this past weekend on Saturday night, and they know Brooke Candy, and they were talking about this. We all saw in the reunion